Every sport has a premier event, one that stands out from all the rest. For motorcycling, the Daytona 200 is the Super Bowl, a World Series, or a Masters tournament. There are other races, but only one Daytona 200.
So what makes this race so special? How did it all start? Well, you have to go way back to 1937 when the 200-mile race came here to Daytona Beach. Bill France came up with the idea to build a road course by connecting Daytona's hard-packed beach to the nearby highway. The beach had been used since 1902 for auto and motorcycle high-speed record runs and already had the reputation as a world center of racing. The first Daytona 200 was won in 1937 by Californian Ed Kretz, riding an Indian motorcycle. Kretz, rated by many as one of the best racers of all time, did not have an easy time, though, as he crashed twice on his way to victory. In 1948, the Daytona 200 was won by my father, Floyd M.D. Floyd led off the starting line and went wire to win on a factory-built Indian Scout. Although the beach was hard and fast, the rough, sandy turns were demanding and required careful attention as the race wore on. By the mid-50s, a change was taking place in the Daytona Beach area. Home and hotel construction was in full swing, and racing up and down the beach was becoming a problem. Seeing the handwriting on the wall, race promoter Bill France formed the Daytona Beach Motor Speedway Corporation in 1955 and developed plans for a new international speedway only a few miles west of the beach course. In 1961, the Daytona 200 was switched to the new high-bank Daytona International Speedway. According to a lot of old-timers, when it was announced that the race would no longer be held on the old beach course, many people said the race would die. It could just never be the same. Well, the race did go on, and that year Roger Riemann won the first of his 3 200-milers on a Harley 750. Riemann went on to win twice more in 1964 and 1965. At that time, the combination of Riemann and Harley-Davidson were unbeatable at Daytona. Dick Mann won his 2 Daytona 200s in 1970 and 71. His first win came on a Honda 750, the first time for a Japanese bike. It was the beginning of a new era at Daytona. The Japanese had arrived and would dominate for the next decade. When I won the 200-miler in 1972, I set a few milestones that I'm quite proud of. My win was the first ever for a 2-cycle engine, and my 350cc Yamaha was also the smallest size engine to win. Since my dad had won back in 1948, we also became the first and only father and son to win this race. Yamaha riders would continue to rule Daytona and won a record-setting 13 straight times. In 1973, Jarno Saarinen of Finland came over and became the first European rider to win. The great Kenny Roberts chalked up his 3rd win in 1984, becoming the 4th rider to do so. 1985 was a year of change at Daytona. For the first time, superbikes were used in the 200 rather than the traditional Formula One bikes. 85 was also the year that Freddie Spencer would take his place as a Daytona winner. Freddie entered 3 events during Speed Week and won all of them convincingly for Honda.
The Daytona 200 has survived world wars, an oil embargo, and a recession or two, but through it all has remained motorcycling's premier event. And most people agree it will be for a long time to come.